Hi ladies, Jenny here with a tutorial on some more fabric flowers, which I'm loving at the moment. Recently Laura Dennison from Following the Paper Trail had a stream on using the Clover template to make some yo-yo fabric flowers. And I remember years ago I made a quilt and had to make some yo-yo flowers, and I made it all by hand. I didn't use a template or anything. Then I came across the template, bought it, put it aside and never used it until I saw Laura's Ustream. So I took it out and I made a few of the yo-yos, and that's the template there for the yo-yo fabric flower. So you'll see here how nice and even those little puffy sections are, gathered sections. This is the quilt that I made 6 or 7 years ago now, and they're the yo-yo flowers on there. And they're all scrunched up now because this quilt's been washed and used many times over the years. But yeah, if I had had that yo-yo template back then, it would have made things a lot easier. So that prompted me to have a look online to see what other templates were available by Clover, and that's when I came across this one. This is a 3 and 4 inch one. There's a 5 and 6 inch set, but I think they're too big for my needs anyway. And I even think the 3 inch is a bit too big for what I want it for. I like them so that the flowers can sit inside a mini album. The fabric flowers can be scrunched down with the pages, and then when you open them up they just plop straight back up at you. So that's why I like the smaller size, and I've adapted that, and I'll show you later on how I did that. So this is the 2 inch that I adapted, and this is the 3 inch. That's the smaller size that Clover are given templates for. Okay, so what I'm going to do today is show you how to use this system. It comes with 2 templates of each size, so 2 of the 3 inch and 2 of the 4 inch. And it comes with the instructions as well. Now Clover suggests that you use from 15 to 25 petals per flower. I find that that's way too much, depending on your material thickness and your tastes. So, material. Cut some 3.5 inch squares out of my fabric stash. So I'm just going to do a 12 petal flower here, and I'm going to use the 3 inch template. Hence the 3.5 inch square here. So what you do is fold your fabric in half, score it. Oh, you don't have to score it, but it helps just to press it down a little bit there. Your template is that, and there's a reason for the slit there. Just slide it under so that the slit is at the top there. Doesn't matter what whether one edge here is longer than the other, because you're going to cut around it later anyway. Okay, just making sure your material's snug down there. Now, go from right to left, folding it over. Take your bottom one and bring it up to the top there, and take your top layer, the bottom section, bringing it up to the top, and then your bottom layer just tucking it under there so that it makes a little pizza shape. Okay, so what I then do is I just pull that out a bit, just to give me a bit of room to work with there. Then you take your scissors and you cut around the template. Now you can use your straight edge scissors, or I prefer the pinking shears. This one here was done using the straight edge scissors, and this one here was done using the pinking shears, and I like the effect that the pinking shears give. So that's what I'm going to use now. So then just cut as close to your template as possible without cutting your template. Then get needle and thread, not the end of your thread, and make sure that you have really strong thread here. I've got embroidery thread, double-stranded, and there's a reason you need that, and I'll show you later on in the tutorial. So just go through one end and out the other of that little triangle section there, making sure you go through all the layers. Just pinch the end there, and now this is why you've got the slit in your template, just so that that can come off easily, your template. Okay, so there's your first petal. Alright, let's do another one, a bit slower. Okay, so that's the wrong side of your fabric. Fold your right side up there like that. Slot your template underneath, so your fabric is sandwiched between your template. Fold your right side over to your left side. Bring your top layer, the bottom section, up, and then bring your bottom layer, just tuck it under there. Okay, making a little triangle pizza. Pull your bottom edge out there like that. Cut around the edge, making sure you don't cut your template. Okay, take your needle and thread again, and okay, so through one end and out the other. Well, sorry, through one end and out through the other. Doesn't matter where you slot your needle, as long as you slot it in the right, well, roughly the same area each time. And then making sure you go through all your layers, and then just pull that through, and then take off your template. Okay, 2 petals done. Alright, I'm going to speed up now and just go through a few more for you. Okay, I've got 12 petals on there now at the moment. Taking my needle off and just go to grab your knotted end there and pull it out enough so that we can then tie the ends together. Okay, just making a few knots. Now the first one, and this is the reason why you need the strong twine, just trying to pull that together as tight as you can without breaking the twine. Making another knot, and I tend to do a few knots just to be on the safe side. Okay, and then cut the ends off. Okay, and there's your flower.